Hi, Kingswood. I'm Abigail Hossack,
And I'm Kyle Valley.
and today we'll be talking about fashion, gaming, and sports.
And we'll also be talking about good activities to do while inside during quarantine.
And this is Night Watch. Hi, Kingswood. Welcome back to another segment on fashion. Today I'm going to be talking about a few basic items that I believe every closet should have. First, we will be starting off with white sneakers. White sneakers go with almost every outfit. They're trendy and let your outfit shine. Try looking at stores such as Nike, Reebok, or Vans for a wide variety of white sneakers. I wear white sneakers almost every day because they're just so easy to pair with my outfits. Next, we have your basic pair of jeans. We may be living in sweatpants these days, but denim will never go out of style. So try and find the perfect pair of jeans you love the fit of. Once life is back to normal, you can rock them many days of the week. Lastly, everybody needs a classic white shirt. A classic white button up is a piece nobody really gets excited about, but it's a wonderful layering piece and gives any outfit a crisp finish. White t shirts also go with everything. Do you have these three basic pieces in your wardrobe? That's all for me today. Again, I'm Abby Hossack and off to Tegan.
During this cold time with COVID-19 still touching the surface, I'll be talking about the best things to do during this awful time inside. A couple of shows I really would recommend you to watch is The Queen's Gambit. The story talks about a child prodigy who became the first ever female professional chess player. It is all fake, but still inspiring. Another good thing I would recommend you to watch, or to play, sorry, would be board games. If you're down to play with your parents or your friends, I recommend you play Monopoly, which is more than a three-player game. Also, Clue is a really good game to play with your friends and family. There's even chess, which is a two-player game. It depends which version you're playing. If you really don't want to play a board game, you can also read, which can teach you a lot about stuff in the future. For example, Hatchet, which is a survival series with a boy who survived a plane crash in the Canadian forest. Another good book will be teaching you about modern chess openings, the 15th edition. Elaborates the best chess positionings to modern day. And if you really don't want to read, you can always go on your computer or your phone and download games. The best game I recommend you to do is chess.com. There's the It's an online chess player chess ball and has chess players so you can play against people who are most likely better than you. But that'll not stop you from becoming a good chess player. Last but not least is the money you can spend. I recommend you to go on Amazon and buy stuff that you can join during its 21 Vision Days. It's not the best, I'm sorry, but you can do whatever you want. It's your money. But thank you guys. Now on to
Good morning, Kingswood. This is your sports for this week. We had some wildcard games this Sunday for the NFL. The Ravens took the win over the Titans, the Bears beat the Saints, and the Browns got the win over the Steelers. But I'm not going to waste any time. Let's get right into NBA news as there's a lot to talk about. First, let's go over the standings. For the Eastern Conference, we have the Celtics in first place with a record of 7-3. Trailing right behind the Celtics are the Bucks and the 76ers, both with 8-4 records. Then the 4th, 5th, and 6th spots are filled by the Pacers, Magic, and Nets. Now let's take a look at the top of the Western Conference. The current best team in the league, the Lakers, are at the top of the standings with a 10-3 record. Then following the Lakers, we have the Clippers in the second spot. Third and fourth spots are filled by the Jazz and Trailblazers. Then the Suns and the Mavericks got the fifth and sixth spots. So we have some familiar faces, and then we have some teams that we don't always see at the top of the standings. one of the biggest trades of the past couple years went down this week. James Harden was traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a big four-team deal, which ended up sending Karis LeVert to the Pacers and Victor Oladipo to the Rockets. The Rockets also received a good chunk of draft picks. There's been a lot of drama surrounding James Harden with the Rockets organization, and after James Harden said, and I quote, "This is crazy. I don't think it can be fixed," it made it clear that Harden was officially saying that he wanted off the team. We may have a super team in the making in Brooklyn now with Harden and Durant, who are former teammates in OKC, and then eventually Kyrie when he gets back. It's a very scary starting lineup. All right, that's all I have for today, Kingswood. Now off to Brody.
Thank you, Kyle. There are many things that we could do indoors that can keep us occupied and, not bored. Say power goes out or the internet and we can't watch TV or play games on a computer. For instance, if you have Uno, that's an option that is perfect for all ages. Board games are also a great option. Along with if you have a deck of cards, then there are way too many options to count. One example would be Idris and Ratscrew. You split the deck evenly between all players so they all have the same amount of cards. The goal is to have the entire deck. Face cards have a catch, however. If you place down a face card, the next player has to place down cards until they get a face card. However, they only have a few chances depending on which face card was placed down. An ace is 4, a king is 3, a queen is 2, and a jack is 1. The jack will keep you alive for the longest time if you have like 3 cards left. If you place a card that is the same card that was put down before you, everyone has a chance to slap it and get all the cards that were placed down. If you are out of cards, you can use this to get back in the game. It is a long game, so it should keep you occupied for a while, and it is extremely fun. Now over to Andrew for gaming.
There are a lot of new games coming to the Nintendo Switch. Some of them have just released, or they will be releasing soon. I am Andrew, and this is the gaming news. Coming to the Switch on February 12th, there is a game called Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. It is a continuation to the Super Mario 3D Land game on the 3DS. They are including playable avatars as cats. I don't really understand why, but they're adding cats to the playable characters you can play as. The next game I'm going to talk about is releasing sometime this spring. It's called LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Remember the LEGO sets? Well, this is more 3D. I mean, who wouldn't like to play as Luke and fight Darth Vader? That's for me, guys. Stay safe and keep gaming.
Are you tired of sitting around watching the same shows you've already seen like a million times? Are you done with all your remote schoolwork and you have nothing to do? Well, that's why I'm here to tell you about some old shows that might catch your interest. How's it going, everyone? My name is Mason Brown, and welcome to Mason's Movie Moment. Today is going to be a little bit different. If you remember the last time when I covered The Invisible Man, I said I only did movies and not TV. But that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm going to talk about shows that are pretty old, but still hold up in 2021. The reason why I'm doing old shows is because, due to COVID, there are no new shows. The first show I'm talking about is the hit show Stranger Things. When I first heard about it, I thought it was something that was going to get pretty old so fast. But wrong I was. It is fantastic. It's a mix of everything: drama, comedy, thriller, a little bit of horror, adventure, and science fiction. It's about 3 boys who befriend a little girl who has special abilities, and they use her to find their friend Will. I think a lot of people would like this show because of how nostalgic it is on its 80s style setting. Moving on, anyone into gore or any zombie related stuff? Well, then The Walking Dead is your choice. I've been watching the show for a bit now, and it's not just the killing zombies thing that keeps me watching it. Mostly because of the story and the drama that goes on. That and Daryl Dixon, you know, the crossbow guy. Right now I'm currently halfway through the 5th season, and there's a lot of thinking to the show. And I mean, a lot of thinking. Last show I recommend is Lucifer. This is actually a pretty funny show. It's about the devil coming to Earth to basically not do the devil's work. And it also has some romantic stuff to it. He actually falls in love with a human woman. Kind of reminds me of that song called NIB by Black Sabbath. To wrap this up, my ratings for these shows. Stranger Things, 10 out of 10 because of how accurate the setting, story, and characters are. The Walking Dead, 18 out of 10 because what I think is how it's an accurate portrayal of how an actual zombie apocalypse would go in real life. And Lucifer is a 9 out of 10 because it tells how people like the devil can, I guess, show interest in others more than themselves. That's kind of the vibe I got. Okay, that's it for me. Have a good day, everybody.
Hi, I'm Scott Giesler and welcome to LRTC Stagecraft in the Kingswood Arts Center. The LRTC has partnered with the Kingswood Arts Center to bring students the opportunity of a lifetime. Stagecraft isn't just a class, it's an adventure. Through the 3 levels offered of set design, costume design, and lighting and sound design, students are provided the opportunity not just to move mountains on our stage, but to build them as well. Each year, our program gives you, the student, the opportunity to work with a state-of-the-art facility that no other high school in New Hampshire can offer. In Level 1, we provide the basics for all of the backstage skills students need to produce theatrical productions. Students will design and create costumes, sets, lighting, sound, and more to bring plays and musicals to life on our stage. Then in Level 2 and 3, we give you the reins to make the stage explode with excellence. In March of each year, the LRTC Stagecraft students bring one of their productions to the New Hampshire Educational Theater Guild's statewide festival. Students present their productions and are then provided feedback from a panel of professionals, and awards are given for outstanding work. Students will also get the opportunity to produce technical elements for touring professional bands, plays, and other groups. Level 3 students act as managers of our facility, including scheduling clients. In fact, our Level 2 and 3 students receive hourly pay for working events after hours in the KAC. There are so many students who never knew about these opportunities or didn't think they would fit into this program who eventually found it and gave it a shot and eventually ended up lighting the world on fire. So, if you're even remotely considering it, sign up for Stagecraft. The adventure is waiting.
Thank you for tuning in today.
Hopefully everybody enjoys their 3-day weekend.
And this has been Night Watch.